Okay, now I got audio. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties at its finest. So, what do I got for you guys today? Okay, it's a little weird setup today. I got my whiteboard sitting on my office chair, and McKenna just got me some new chairs for my birthday. Check it out. I like this. These kind of chairs have the best back support, and it's nice because I can keep my posture up. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. So, I have this metaphor that I like to use. Forging your future, right? Forging your mental to turn it from a giant hunk of steel. As you know, if you have been following me or know what I've been up to a couple years ago, I got into forging knives and weapons and stuff like that. And I kind of like to relate life to that whole forging. Let me get the chat going. I like to relate forging to life because it's very similar in like, shaping your brain to attack your future and to forge it to how you want it to be, right? You have to actually, get in the fire so you can heat your freaking brain up. And then once you kind of, get that fire, that fear, you kind of realize what you need to tweak in your brain to learn how to do it better the next time. So you hammer your freaking brain and you make it better, and you grow and you become that future version of yourself that you want to become. You know what I'm saying? So today, I've been working on some metaphors, and I have a demonstration that I want to share. I got my whiteboard here. I'm going to be drawing on it and stuff. So, forging, weapons. One of the earliest weapons that literally revolutionized the whole like survival defense of man was the bow and arrow. This thing, I actually looked it up. I'll read you a little blurb from Google. This thing has been around since 3000 BC. This is the weapon that literally innovated, the most innovative tool to defend yourself and hunt and like go to war, to frickin' attack any obstacle that comes in your way. It's the bow and arrow. Okay, so the oldest known evidence of arrows, of a stick with an arrowhead on it and some feathers, comes from the South African site of the Sibadu Cave. All right, where the remains of bone and stone arrowheads, bone arrowheads, it's freaking sick. I love this stuff. Bone and stone arrowheads have been found dating approximately 70,000 to 60,000 years ago. This technology has been around forever, and it is still used today as one of the coolest ways to hunt. I mean, people don't really use it for self-defense anymore because we have AR-15s and 9mm pistols. But it's freaking sick, dude. I love bow and arrows. And so in Eurasia, the bow and arrow appears or reappears around the transition from Upper Paleolithic and Mesolithic. Don't know what that means. Should probably look it up if I'm going to be talking about it. But I just wanted to give you some history on the bow and arrow. It's been around forever as one of the greatest tools to use in defense, hunting, and all kinds of stuff. So what I'm trying to do is get you to understand that your brain and your life can be forged into a weapon or a tool to pierce through challenges, right? The bow and arrow, you bring it back and it shoots, and it frickin' boom, pierces through your opponent, your food that you're gonna eat, right? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to forge our minds to pierce through any challenges. You feel what I'm saying? There's definitely a lot more to cover that I'm going to cover in this video, but I'm going to relate it to a bow and arrow, right? So what is the key component? I'm going to cover the key component of the arrow right now, and that is the arrowhead, right? the arrowhead. So what does it look like? Well, it has a point to it, right? Not very good at drawing. I took art class, but that's my version of an arrowhead, right? And then you got, you know, your stick. It's longer than that, probably like this long. And then, you know, it's got a little thing for the line, and it's got some feathers on it, right? This is going to represent you and your state and where you're going to go in life, okay? You also need a target to hit. Because if you don't have a target to hit, an animal to hunt, a challenge to get through, or a goal to hit, to meet, then you're just going to be shooting with a blindfold on. You're never going to hit anything other than trees, which aren't going to help you. Okay, if you're fighting a dragon, you clearly need to hit the dragon rather than the stump over there because you're shooting blind, right? So what we're going to cover today is the actual arrowhead itself, because that's the most important topic, and it's the topic that I wanted to talk about today. So I'm going to draw it a little bigger here. How low can I go? I'll just erase that. Sorry, my whiteboard is wobbly because it's on my chair because I don't have a setup. I'm moving, so I have a bunch of stuff that I'm packing up, and I don't want to set up this whole studio if I'm going to move in a week. So this is technically what is going to be on the arrowhead, right? But what does this what does this arrowhead mean? Well, let me explain. Okay, so the trifecta, the triad of your mental comes down to three things. Your state, right? Your mind is going to create your state, and how you use it, and what you focus on, and how your body is, right? If I'm in a peak state, if I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling, you know, powerful, and I'm feeling sharp, I'm definitely more capable of conquering my fears, of hitting that live button, of, you know, thinking clearly and staying on track to conquer any challenge, right? So what does my state consist of? Because you can feel good, your mood can be good, but why is it good, right? Well, first things first, main thing is your focus. What are you focused on? You know, are you focused on, like, there's so many things to focus on. There's focusing on what could go wrong, focusing on what's scary, why it's scary to you, you know, all the things that could make you fail, how embarrassing it's going to be if you fail, all these different things you could be focused on. And you probably won't be able to go face that monster with your arrow because it's dull. If you're focused on bad things, then your mind's not sharp. You're not going to be able to go, you're not going to have the confidence to go attack anything. So if your focus is on how it's going to feel when you succeed, what it's going to be like to move past this challenge, that this challenge is a fight to, you know, test your sharpness. There's different things to focus on, and what you focus on becomes reality. Focus equals reality. Okay. So focus, okay, yeah, there's an equation, right? It's literally science. Focus equals reality to the individual, even if it is not reality in actuality. You following what I'm saying? So if someone, you know, if your friend comes up to you and says, hey, Becky's been talking crap about you behind your back, and it's kind of getting to me. You're saying, what? Becky wouldn't do that to me. Becky likes me. She's cool. She's my friend. I've known her for like 5 years. Becky wouldn't do that. But they continue to freaking say, no, I don't think you understand, dude. She was talking mad crap about you. It was kind of mean, and you shouldn't feel too good about Becky anymore. And the more they tell you that, the more it begins to get into your mind. You start focusing on, well, what the heck? Why is she talking crap about me? I didn't do anything to Becky. Becky's kind of an asshole if she's talking crap about me. I didn't do anything to Becky. All right? But you're focused on that Becky was talking about, but even if you don't know, that focus creates a feeling of hatred or resentment toward Becky because she supposedly talked crap about you, and you didn't focus on, maybe this person's having a bad day and they want me to feel bad about myself, and that's on them, or whatever. But then you go a week later and you go up to Becky and you say, Becky, I heard you were talking crap about me. What's that about? Huh? And she says, no, I wasn't even talking bad about you. I was just explaining a situation, and it was actually ended up being good. I don't know why that person thought I was talking crap about you. But your whole reality of Becky, your whole, thought process on who she is, why she's betraying you, that was your reality. Her talking crap about you was your reality. Not that it didn't happen to you, right? You didn't see it happen. But because you focused on it, that became your reality, is Becky talking crap about you. You following what I'm saying? Just like if you focus on what's going to go wrong and how it's going to suck when you fail, that becomes your reality, and that's why you don't make the decision to do it, because you're so focused on the feeling of failure, and it becomes your reality, and you don't want to do it because you don't want that to be your reality, right? It's a lot easier to say, oh, I don't want to do it because I don't want to fail. I want to have that be my reality. But if your reality that you were focused on was going to be triumphant and freaking awesome, and you were going to succeed, and you were going to become the coolest person in the whole world if you succeed at this, then you're going to go into the situation a whole lot better. You're going to go with sharpness, with confidence, and conquer the challenge, right? So that's focus. What do you focus on a day-to-day basis? Are you focused on fear? You focus on what the media is trying to tell you every day, that you should be scared, that all this stuff is going on and you should hate everybody? Or are you focused on your life and where you're going to go and how you're going to pivot to use this situation that we're in to make it out and come and look back and say, wow, when we were in that situation, I wasn't focused on being afraid and all this bullshit. I was focused on bettering my life and growing, and now look at me. Are you focused on that feeling you're going to get? You know what I'm saying? So focus is one of the biggest key components of this arrowhead. The second key component is, see if I can spell this right. Physiology. If I was to tell you that behind this curtain right here, there's a door, and behind this curtain is a depressed person, what do you think they look like? Their body posture. Where are their shoulders? Are their shoulders down like this, or are they up and like this? Or is their head down, kind of like this? Or is their head up, their chest out? Huh? How are they breathing? Is their breath deep? Are they breathing? Are they calm? Are they confident? How does their body look? How does their body posture look? What kind of tics do they do? Do they kind of just like when they think of something bad, they're just like, or are they powerful? My guess is that you're probably thinking, their breath is shallow, their shoulders are down, their body posture is kind of like this, they're looking down. Because that's what a depressed person's physiology is. How is a powerful person's physiology? Kind of like Superman, right? Looking like this. I can't see the chat. Let me see here. I'm trying to see this. Where's my thing? The server could not be found. Okay, I don't even know if this is live right now, but we'll see. I can't see the chat. Anyway, sorry if you're commenting and I can't read it. Sorry, my bad. I gotta figure out why this is doing that. But how is their physiology? Is their physiology all up and powerful? Try this. A study was found that a person can look in the mirror after being completely sad and depressed, and look in the mirror and stand like this in the Superman pose, like this for 2 minutes. I don't know the exact numbers, but there was 20% more testosterone generated. 20% just by standing like this for 2 minutes. Testosterone gives you confidence. Testosterone gives you power, right? The more you hit legs, the more testosterone you get, because you're working your muscles, and your muscles are sending powerful fluids or whatever through your body, right? So standing like this for 2 minutes can give you 20% more testosterone. I forgot the exact chemicals, damn it. I should have had it written down. But just massive amount of impact on your biochemical structure inside of your body. You get like you get dopamine, you get the counteractor of depression, the chemical in your brain that creates depression is taken away. There's like 15% less chemical that creates depression and like 16% more of the other chemical. Sorry, my bad. Okay. But just by standing like this can literally change your biochemical structure in your brain and your body to give you more confidence, to give you more sharpness, to keep you more alert, aware of what's going on around you. All right. So physiology is incredibly impactful when it comes to being in a good state, because when you're in a good state, you do stand like this automatically. You have that power, that powerful body position. And if you're aware of your body position, you're kind of feeling down, you're kind of depressed, and you're kind of just looking like this, you're kind of slumped on the couch, you know, you change your body position, you change your focus on what you're focused on if you're focused on how bad your life is, on what you don't have, and your body position is kind of depressed, obviously you're going to feel like that. But if you focus on what you do have, if you're grateful, if you're excited about whatever's to come, if you stay in this state, you're going to want to improve. You're going to want to do the thing that you should have been doing for so long, because you feel more powerful. Right? You feeling me? So how can I'll do it like this. The third side, which is the backbone here. I don't know how I'll rearrange it, but let's see. Language. And meaning. Language and meaning will transcode anything that's going to come into your life. The tone people use, the words people use, like what things mean to you when you take them, right? Is it personal or is it about them? How are they trying to mean what they're saying? So this is for like what I'm talking about right now is for like how other people can affect your mood, how you can affect your own mood. Let's see. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, geez. Come on now. We good? There we go. Okay, sorry about that. This froze on me. It's been freezing. So what is your language? There's patterns of language. I don't want to use it as an example. What words do you use on a daily basis? For me, when I get pissed off and annoyed, I use the word "that's so damn annoying." That's the word I use constantly. It's a pattern. It's a language pattern, and I use it all the time. When people say, I hate that person, or it pisses me off. If you continue to use that over and over again, it becomes a pattern. The more repetition you give something, the more ingrained into your brain it gets. And when you say those words, you go back into the same pattern that gets you frustrated, that gets you pissed off, angry, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, your language will get you back into that crappy state just as much as your body position will, just as much as your focus will. If your focus isn't right, if your focus is on things that you don't have, if your focus is on what's bad about the situation and how it's going to feel when you fail, you're going to feel bad just by when you use the same language as a dull arrow. If let's say you're at a lake and this beautiful bald eagle comes soaring down and snatches a fish out the water. What does that mean to you? What would you say in that situation. I can guarantee you, you're going to feel a hell of a lot different if your first reaction is, wow, that's horrible that fish just got killed. That's horrible. Poor fish. That's going to make you feel completely different than if your first reaction is, wow, that was amazing. That's beautiful. Nature is the shit. Right? Oh my gosh, why is it freezing? That's going to make you feel completely different. It's going to put you in a different state altogether. The meaning of how things mean to you. When someone says, first of all, your own language has meaning itself, but when someone says, can you do the dishes? They haven't been done in a while. You can take that as, okay, well, he just wants me to do the dishes because he doesn't really want to do it. Or you could take it as me meaning that you never do anything around the house and you're lazy. Same words, same context, same tone, but the way you interpreted it is completely different. That's what meaning is. And the same exact thing can be taken in a million different ways. And that's not with just words, that's with actions, that's with anything. What meaning are you giving things? Because that meaning is going to transfer your focus and everything into a bad state or a good state. You can say, oh my gosh, he wants me to do something for him. I get to make him happy, or whatever meaning is can be positive in the situation that you could take it bad. Why not choose the positive route? Why not choose a good meaning? You have the choice. Why not choose a good meaning? You know what I mean? So this arrowhead is if you master all of these, you can literally pierce through any challenge ever if your focus is right. If you're focused on how you're going to destroy it, how you're going to succeed, how it's going to feel when you defeat that challenge, when you defeat that monster, when you kill that dragon, how it's going to take you to the next level, what that next level is going to be, what the other side of this coin is. If you focus on the right things, you're going to get good results. If what your physiology is like, if you constantly are aware of what your physiology is, and you focus on having good physiology, you're going to feel a lot better. Your state's going to be better. I can guarantee you that. If you're constantly just active and motivated, your body will literally change everything inside of your body. It's biochemical stuff we're talking about here. Okay? And the language and meaning you use, how you talk about things, what kind of things that you say about things, what meaning you give them with your language, what thoughts you have about things, this is going to change literally everything in your life at the moment. It's going to increase your state, and you're going to be more confident. You're going to be more happy because you're focused on good stuff. You're in a powerful position, and you're using positive language. That is going to change everything. So, master these things right here. Focus, physiology, and your language. Keep them positive, keep them good, keep them uplifting so that you can uplift your mind, so that you can motivate yourself. This is the motivation right here, your state. Because I can guarantee you that if you're in a crappy state, you ain't going to do the thing that's been scaring you. You ain't going to do it because you're not confident in the sharpness of your arrowhead. But if you focus on sharpening it, on being aware of how you're feeling, and noticing that it does change how you act, how your behavior, and all this stuff. If it does change it, and you're aware of it, then you'll keep strong. You'll have that strong, hardened, steel, sharp arrowhead, and you'll be able to conquer any challenge that gets in your way. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. I'm a little sweaty because we don't have AC in here and the roof is reflecting heat. Definitely going to be in a better studio in the future. But I wanted to test this out and practice and kind of give you some value here. I hope I delivered. If you're watching, I can't see how many people are watching or how many who commented and what you commented because my software is acting up a little bit. So I will reply to your comments later. I'll message you or reply to them in the comment box. But if you like this, hit the notifications because I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. I'm going to be moving to a house in Idaho with AC and probably a bigger office. So I'll be able, and I'm going to have a full blackboard that I can draw on. This is on my chair and it's all wobbly. So things are going to get a lot better quality here. And I'm going to be learning a lot more. I'm always trying to learn new things so I can teach other people how to do things and how to be in the best state and to conquer their life and forge their future. Okay, so if you are interested in learning more and hearing more of what I have to say, go ahead and hit that notification bell. I know my grandma was wanting to figure out how to, get notified. Grandma, if you're watching this, I think I'll look it up. I'll go to my profile real quick. See if I can just explain that right now. So if you go here, I think there's the 3 little dots. Let's say, hold on. Phone and get notifications from this guy. Yeah, I think you hit those 3 little dots. You can turn notifications on for when I post or when I go live. So, thank you for watching. Check you later. I'll be back with more value. Later.